Hi guys, this is LT Survival. It's chapter 12 of the Historic Knife series, where I have a very quite a rare find, a 12-inch folding dagger. So just as a hint, here it is in its glory, and we'll see what it is about right after this. Well, these are vintage knife made probably in between 1950 and 1970s. I bought them from the original owner, and they're quite rare. And the history is quite particular. The company was founded in 1892, and it lasted until 1994, where the estate was finally sold to a gentleman, Mr. Parker, I guess, yeah, at the end of 94, and then the gentleman died in 2004. So this knife is particular because it's a lever lock. So its original format comes in a sheet like this. Okay, whoop. It's a leather sheet. Okay, like that. Okay, very Scandinavian style. And this is the folder. So as you can see, the blade is about 4 or 5 inches. Okay, and it is in its folded version. You see here the lock, the lever, and then when you push the lever, you can unlock the blade and unfold it. Once unfolded, it makes for a 12-inch knife with guards. So if I want to push the lever, I can fold the knife and it comes to a close, really crisp. To reopen it, push the lever, pull on the blade and it comes back in position. If I fold forward the lever, it doesn't obstrude the handling. It's a really nice knife. This one I had to clean a bit, so you might see some scuff. I didn't have time to polish back the blade, but it's basically in the condition I received it. Oiled it and basically did nothing more than that. So if I show you the stamps on the blades are in two positions. One is centered and then over the guard, and the other one is off-centered. So here's the first one. Oh, here we go. Can we have focus? Okay, the stamp is here. It reads Wilh. Yeah, boy, it's a German name. Wilhem Weltersback. Same with this one, but the blade is offset. The stamp is offset here towards the blade, so towards the edge, and it's underneath the guard. Okay. So basically, Wilhem Weltersback made the brand, and I'm gonna butcher that German name, Wordman Shield, which was for I'm trying to remember there. I'm gonna go to the notes. Why? Good hunting. So they made hunting knife, and I presume this was an hunting knife that you could use closed or open, depending on the purpose of what you needed the knife for. At the 8-inch blade, I'm not sure, unless you want to make the final blow on your animal. But beside that, the blade is quite long, and it's extending on the back, so they had to make a fixed blade sheet to go with them. So it's interesting history because it was made quite early, and in 1994, when they stopped making it, they were bought back by James F. Parker, which still produce the blades. The Albetz plant in Germany is still making the blades for the Parker Knife Collector Services in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That was up until after his death in 2004. Not sure how old this information is. 2015 they were saying that it was still in function. So these knives probably are made. Which ones, and the lever lock. I'm going to introduce a couple of pictures of lever locks made by Mr. Wilhem Weltersback, so you can see that they made other folder of different makes. So it's interesting because we have 1950s blades still made today, so interesting. And they were called being quality blades. Of course, quality at that time was 440C, maybe something else, but most likely just 440C. So it's an interesting knife I found, and I'm really happy to have those. I think my father owned one of those in the 70s, but he broke it. So he may be able to confirm it when he sees the video. So I'm really happy to have been able to put my hand on those two beautiful knives. So if I push the lock, open the blade, and it locks in place, makes for a very long folder. The guard's pretty nice. Could be, I mean, I wouldn't stick the knife too hard because the edge of those would be sharp, but that's pretty neat. So if you find this interesting, you can leave a comment down below, and the thumbs up, and share and subscribe if you find this capsule to be interesting. The knife is interesting. It's particular. It's really different. Hopefully I'm not the only one to have. I know a couple of guys already mentioned that they have those knives. One is in restoration here in Quebec, but I'll be interested to see how it turns out. So we'll leave it at that. That means there's not much to say that this is an old knife, and you'll see they had a whole bunch of different make on the folders, and that's pretty neat. So that concludes this chapter of the historic knife. More to come, because I have another one that might be interesting for you guys also. So stay tuned. We'll be back in the next video.